How's it going, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
French guy who likes to coin roll hunt. It's all good, man. Can you guys hear both of us? Are we both coming through?
I hope we are both coming through.
Sweet Low Pro, Charles Atkins. How we all doing tonight, guys? Mario Brothers. Can you guys hear us? Canadian King Coins, the man himself.
Thanks so much for coming, guys, for stopping by tonight. I hope this is going to be as good as last time, at least for me.
We got a good one for you guys tonight. We each got 2 boxes of nickels we're going to be hunting through. That's what you got, right, Cad? 2 boxes, or you got any loose coins? We both sound great. That's good. Do you both see us and stuff too, hopefully?
Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Yeah, I have only loose rolls. I don't get much luck if I order whole boxes. So this is basically, I think, from 3 different TD branches what I got here, but it's all customer rolled. How about you?
Yep, all customer rolled. We're looking good. We got some clear rolls. We got some of the good old standards. You know, these are usually the standard here in Canada, right here. What do they call these ones? The mini tube ink. What about you? What do you got a mix of? You got some clear rolls in there? Or are we looking at mainly paper?
I don't have not a single clear roll today, which is a surprise. Usually I get a lot of those, but I just have the usual type of roll.
Oh, those are some of my least favorite. Those are fun to rewrap.
And then with those guys, that's the 2 standard ones for me.
Yep. Great White Northerner, how we doing? John Argent, we got all the regulars in the house. So what do you guys say we let this hunt begin here? Got my new coin roll mat all set up. Stoked to finally be able to use this bad boy.
Absolutely. Let's go and crack in there, guys. I'm just going to switch my camera so that you guys can actually see the coins.
You're looking for rolls of victory toonies. Yep. Good luck with those, man. Those are going to be hard to find. I messed
that one up, guys. I really messed that one up. I had the chance to get 5 from a bank, and toonies is not really something I collect, so I just didn't really bother and didn't take them, which I kind of regret now. So I will try to go back to that branch and see if they still have them.
So we kind of had to pull this together last minute, so we do not actually have the point system readily available, but we kind of have it in our head, so we'll just agree to certain things as we go along. I think that's more than fair. Some of the things were up there in the points. I think we had like King George's at like 10 points or something like that.
Yes, I think we had Buffalo Nickels and King George the 5th at 10 points, if I remember right.
Yes, Charles Atkins, my friend, I did send out your package. I am sorry that I didn't get a chance to reply to your email yet. I've just been so occupado, but I managed to send you out 1 roll of dimes, 2 rolls of nickels. Sorry, 2 rolls of dimes, 1 roll of nickels, and I sent a few other goodies in there as well. Hopefully you enjoy, my friend. Thank you very much for that peace dollar. I will definitely hit you up with the tracking information and stuff like that. But on to the hunt. So, I guess you've been having a lot of you've been going through quite a few pennies lately, I hear, Cad. How's that been going, my friend?
Interesting. Yes, interesting. Like over the last few months, actually, I got pretty lucky with pennies, especially from one branch here. And so far, so good. Just about to make I'm just working on a video, like just making a recap of all of those boxes. So it's a bit of a bigger project, but I'm pretty confident that it's going to be out next week, so you guys can see for yourself.
That'll be awesome, man. Make sure to check that out, everybody. Also, please check out Cad's channel. He has some really awesome coin roll hunting videos. Definitely the king of Canadian pennies, that's for sure.
I wouldn't say that, but I still managed to talk the banks into giving them to me, and I had like a lucky streak. I actually got 13 boxes from one branch a while ago. That was pretty insane. Yeah, but it's a lot of fun to hunt pennies. You find so much American stuff and wheat cents and all kinds of interesting pennies. A lot of fun to hunt.
Great White Northerner says that he is hunting dimes while we are hunting our nickels right now. Well, that's awesome, man. If you find anything good, definitely let us know. We are hoping you find some silver for show.
And guys, I have the first find of the day here.
Oh,
I see
boy.
a 12 edge peeking out.
Oh.
So let's switch to the microscope and see closer what I got here. First 12 edger of the day. Let's see what it is. 1962.
Ooh. Not
Nothing
bad.
too special.
Why don't
Nothing
you,
too special.
You see anything for double in there, or is it looking like a plain Jane to you?
It just looks very plain to me. Not really any doubling I can see.
It does look beautiful. That's a nice microscope you got there, man.
Thanks, man. I love that thing. It's really good. It's not expensive and does the job perfectly for coins. Alright, first find of the box. Let's see if I find anything else in that roll.
I do believe 1962 is a year that is known for having common doubling, so it is a good one to check under the scope.
And actually, there's a second one in the same roll. Second 12 edger. So a strong start for me here. This one is a 1960. Show it to you guys. 1960.
Nice.
I have to adjust. So a few rolls in, I already have 2. That's pretty awesome. Let's see if there's more in this roll. I don't think so.
So what are we counting the 12 edge Elizabeth heads as? 2 points each?
I think there were 2 points each, yes.
Okay.
Then we had 1 point for young heads and 2 points for bunny nickels, and then we had, I guess, 3 points for 12 edge King George, 4 points for round King George. Is that correct so far? I think
Yep.
5 points for V nickels.
All sounds good to me.
Tom bag nickels, and then 10 points for the heavy hitters, like buffaloes or something like that.
I like that. 10 points for the heavy hitters. Sounds good to me, man. How do you get pennies in Canada? Yes, the only way that you can get pennies is luck, really.
Just sweet talk the banks. That's what I do. And in my experience, roughly half of the banks say, no, we don't give them out at all. And the other half are pretty happy to give them to you.
They've probably just been sitting there for a little while. They just don't know what to do with them. They got to ship them out or something. So
They definitely have to ship them out, and it's like quite a lot of effort. That's at least what they've been telling me. So they are usually pretty happy to give them to you. You just have to stay a bit persistent, ask for the manager and stuff like this. Explain to them what you want the pennies for. That usually goes a long way.
I actually did score. I don't know if you saw the video, but I did score my first ever bundle of wild pennies. I believe it was $5.50, which ain't too much to write home about, but I did score a 1929 wheat cent, which is a common year, but not bad for $5.50. I can only imagine the thrill of hunting an entire box or more than one box, though, because, man, to be able to hunt a whole roll of something for 50 cents, that's a deal right there.
Yes, but I must say, like, I get pennies very frequently. Like I get pennies almost every week from some branches. So I think if you just establish a relationship with the tellers, which is the most important thing with coin hunting anyway, then in the end you get some pennies. Took me a few months to like set up those relationships too.
So usually when you get your pennies, is it usually from the same branches too? Like, are people usually dropping them off at the same branches? How does that work usually?
I mean, I think every branch does get pennies, like pretty frequently. It's just about if they want to give them to you or not. And every manager, every branch will tell you a different story. Some will say it's not legal to give them out. We just can't do it. Others will just, without a blink of an eye, give them to you and are happy about it. And then there's some that are kind of insecure. They don't really know what to do. And then you just have to like be nice and like explain them, hey, I just collect coins, I bring them back to the bank anyway. I don't put them back in circulation, And I actually talked to the TD headquarters a few months ago just because I wanted to know what's the deal, Can they do that? I don't want to get them in trouble.
Yep.
And they basically told me there's like no official rule that they can't do it. They advise not to do it, but in the end, it's up to the management to decide. So that's the last information I got from them.
Yeah, I think the bundle of pennies that I got, the manager was a little reluctant to hand them over, but at the same time, like you said, they just didn't really know what to do with them. But at the end of the day, they are supposed to send them back to the mint, so it is a treat when they are willing to hand them over. But
yes, and I just ask for them, you know, if I'm out for like other coins, if I'm out to just get nickels or dimes, once I'm there, I might as well ask, you know. I also always ask for 50-cent pieces or older dollar coins and stuff like this, and sometimes I get lucky.
yeah, you have to be really lucky to cash in on the old silver dollars or 50 cents, even the nickel ones. Sorry, the nickel dollars and nickel 50 cents is someone has to be cashing in a collection is the only real chance for those.
Yeah, I got $67 in 50-cent pieces and old $1 coins last week, but nothing was silver, so it's only all nickel. Still have to go through that actually.
Canadian King Coins, how you doing, man? I haven't heard from you in a little while. How have you been, man? I just paid a visit to one of our other well-known coin stores here in Ontario, Colonel Acres. I have a feeling that you have probably visited that store at some point because it's a pretty well-known staple where I am. Are there any big established coin stores out where you are, Cad?
Definitely. There's, I think the biggest one here is called J&M Coins.
Ooh, I think I may have even heard of them actually.
And then who else is here? Then there's like, I think they're just called Vancouver Coins is another one, but they're like smaller. That's like a little old school. And then you have like quite a few like small to medium size, just privately owned coin stores. Yeah, I think that's it. Like the big place here is J&M for sure. Like they definitely make the most business.
Now, do you ever buy bullion like maple rounds and stuff like that? Like, or do you usually just collect scrap silver coins? How does that usually work for you?
I rarely buy bullion. I mean, let's say not really, but I would buy it, but not right now. I don't like the price right now, and I'm like kind of not really willing to spend more than $20 an ounce. So that's why I haven't been buying at all. I just don't believe the prices will stay where they are. So that's why. Got another young head here, guys. Just a boring 63. So I'm not gonna get the microscope out for that. But another point for me. I'm at five points already, Dana.
Sorry, how many points is that? Because I am marking as we go along.
Oh, just one. So
one more point, so you are at 5. All right.
Point. Yeah, one more.
And yes, Colonel Acres is definitely a nice little cozy store. Usually the coin store that I go to, my favorite is Coins Unlimited. It is definitely one of the meccas of all the coin stores I visited. Their prices are extremely fair. They're really nice and generous and always willing to help you. So, but Colonel Acres was a nice little cozy place. They had some cool stuff in there. They actually had some PCGS graded coins, but I didn't scoop any of them up because I'm not too familiar with that market. But I would like to grab some eventually just to show them off or whatever.
Guys, the next find here for me. Pretty lucky today. First bunny nickel of the hunt.
Nice.
I hope you guys can see it even though my camera is not the best. Put it under the microscope because they're always so nice and shiny, those bunnies.
Have you ever found a bunny nickel that was in bad shape is a better question.
I actually, like in really rough shape, I actually don't think so. Like,
Yeah.
It's so weird, no?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Like, what did they do that year? Did they blast them with, like, some kind of protective coating or something? Because, yeah, you just never see a rabbit nickel in bad shape.
It could be that. It could be, I don't know, maybe people collecting them. But even then, you should still find some that are in bad shape, you know?
Yeah.
There must be some kind of different coating or something like that. I don't really have another explanation either.
So far, I am just getting absolutely skunked. I think I'm like getting close to 10 rolls in and not a single find yet. Really hoping this box wasn't already hunted.
I just finished the first 10, so let's go to the next stack.
Oh, we got our first find here, guys. About time. We just got a 1991. So, one of the main key dates for nickels right there. What's this? Somewhere around 10 million, I think, right? For 1991?
Yeah, it's around 10. And it's like it always is. You find the low mintage years, and I found the older coins. That's usually how it works, no?
All right. So how many points is it for that one right there? 3 points, I think.
Yeah, I think we had 3 points.
Okay. Well, hey, that's a nice little comeback for me there.
And did you add my bunny nickel?
I did. So you are at 5. Or sorry. So how many points was your bunny nickel? I did not add that actually.
2 points.
2 points. All right. So you're at 7 actually. So you're maintaining the lead.
Yeah, it can go very quickly. Because I do not very often find those low mintage coins at all, to be honest. I don't find many 91s. I don't find many 70s.
Do you think that people actually hunt them too? Like, do you think people, like, I know 1970s are pretty well hunted, but do you think other years like 91s and stuff are usually hunted, or do you think that they're skipped over a lot of the time?
I think if people hunt nickels, they hunt this kind of stuff for sure. I think with quarters and dimes, there's definitely people that only look for silver, but I think with nickels, if you do them full of CoinRingsByJames, I think they take them out.
You're getting any scraps you can kind of get, eh?
Oh man, this looked like a war nickel, but it's not.
Oh.
But it so badly looked like one for a second. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it has this like black patina, which kind of looks silver.
It almost looks like it has some like tiger striping too, which is another kind of indication, but
yes, this one was a tricky one, but I saw the date straight away, so my hope was crushed pretty immediately.
So Mario Brothers says that the 67 rabbit nickels are possibly that they polished the planchettes more that year, and that actually sounds like a very reasonable explanation to me.
It sounds very logical to me too, because they're always shiny.
And Canadian King coins, I have found some 67 mackerel dimes that are in such black, dirty shape, you would not believe it, my friend. Some of them are black beyond black. But I also
found some of those too.
The one that I've been looking for is I would like to be able to get a nice toner one day, but I still do not have any silver toners. They're all kind of just gross, you know, that gross black toning, but I would like to be able to get a nice... Oh, we got our first 12 edge, guys. It looks like a nice thick one too, so hopefully that means it'll be something good. You guys can probably see that. Caught it on the edge there. Oh, is that what I think it is? Oh, God, we got a George head, guys, and it is a 1947. Oh, yeah.
That's a great find.
Yep. If I had my scope a little more readily handily available, I'd probably check for the dot, but I don't see anything that resembles it. But that is a good one. Nice. So, 3 points?
That is correct.
3 points for Georgie. 47, even though it isn't always the rarest year, because it has so many variations, is my favorite year, actually. It was
I like to find 48s, but
yes, they're lower mintage, of course.
Did you ever find one?
A 48?
Yes.
I feel like I may have, actually. I would have to check my massive pile of nickels that I found, but I think I may have stumbled upon one or two at some point.
Yeah, I found a couple as well.
I wonder what it was about 1947 that made them want to do so many variations and stuff like that. Do you think they just... what do you think, like, would...
I actually read the explanation for that at some point and forgot about it. I have to be honest, guys. I knew it at some point. I forgot now, so...
Just certain years. Like, I feel like the 1996, I always said, is like they paid an homage to the 1926. Because the 1926... Oh, you got one?
Yeah, I got something, and it looks good because it looks like this. Okay, it's a young head 12 edge, but it has this weird look that I know it's from the 50s. 53. That's awesome.
Ooh, you might have the shoulder fold there.
See, you guys see it? 1953. Very nice. First year young head.
That is beautiful, man. Great find. 1953. I love the chromers. That's amazing.
Yes, and the color sticks out so much from the other nickel coins, from the other nickels. So it's really nice one. 2 more points for me. Awesome.
All right. Let me mark it down.
Yeah, guys, let us know what do you guys want us to hunt for our next battle. You know, we try to do this regularly, and we don't have to stick to nickels all the time. Nickels is just very nice and attractive because there's so many finds. You know, with the other denominations it could be harder, but if you guys want, we obviously would do that too. So let us know.
A penny hunt would definitely, like, I have been asking like crazy for pennies because I would love to be able to do a penny hunt too, a nice wild box penny hunt. That'd be interesting. Faux show. And
I'm ready for that. I can pull it off. Let me know as soon as we have a box of pennies and we can do it.
oh, please be a 2000p. 2001. That one looked real nice. Canadian King Coins says he has a video explaining the 1947 variations. I will definitely check that video out, my friend. I really enjoy your videos breaking down some of the information on Canadian coins. There's one where you showed all the different variations of silver dollars, and that was definitely my my favorite of your videos that got me hooked onto your channel. So if anybody's looking for some really, really good quality information on Canadian coins, make sure to check out my boy, Canadian King Coins. But this
How's
hunt.
your silver luck this year, Dana? How much silver did you find this year so far?
Well, I've showed off not nearly as much as you, my friend. This is my silver finds of the year so far. It ain't bad. I mean, I think you do a little bit more hunting than I do, especially dimes and stuff. So, but I found
Definitely
a lot of silver quarters this year. The coin gods have been very kind to me, considering you'll watch Rob find treasure hunt like 10 quarter boxes and he won't find a single thing. Sometimes like 20 quarter boxes. And I've had hunts where I found 2 and 3 silvers in a box or a hunt. So that was incredible. But man, you've gotten entire rolls of silver dimes. I can't even imagine.
just one. I've got one lucky roll with 40 silver dimes. Yes.
But
in total, I think I'm just about to finish my fourth roll of silver dimes. So I'm close to 200 this season.
Oh man. Well, no wonder I'm not finding any. It's because you're pulling them all out of circulation. Jeez.
Oh man, but I'm like what? I'm like 5,000 kilometers away from you.
I'm just joking, man. Your power level when it comes to coin roll hunting is just that high.
It's not really that high. I just got lucky a few times this year.
But that is amazing, man.
I hunt a lot of times. So.
To be able to turn $2 into $100, man. When you find that's what that roll is, pretty much 40 dimes is almost worth $100. Were they all pre-67?
No, there was a lot of 68s in there too. It was kind of a mix.
Okay, well, hey, that's interesting. 68s ain't bad.
And the rest of the roll was actually all 68 nickel dimes. So I think somebody actually thought there would be silver and the whole roll is silver, but it wasn't.
They just didn't know to tap that with the magnet or what?
Yeah, it looks like that because it was kind of suspicious, right? That everything else is silver and everything that's not silver it's 68, you know. So.
I still always hold on to 68s and 69s anyways. Because apparently, allegedly, they were split up in the 2 years between Philadelphia and Ottawa. And the only way to tell is by looking at the, what do they call it, the reading on the outside. So like the edges on the outside of the coin. So I'm not sure which one is the rare one. There's obviously with 69s the large date. So I just suggest anyone find 69s to hold on to them. Because if you don't have a completely trained eye for finding that and you were to, oh, we got another 12 edge. What's this?
Yeah, I only edge hunt dimes, so I don't really look at stuff that's not silver, to be honest.
So you've never found a 70 dime before?
I haven't really tried, to be honest. And with dimes, it just killed my eyes. And I like to do volume to find some silver, you know? You have to go through a lot to find silver, so I much rather blaze through the rolls.
Well, you're the master. You're the one that has almost 4 rolls of dimes, so I will listen to your wise wisdom.
I mean, no, it's not wisdom. It just depends on what you want, you know? It's like the nice thing about coin hunting. You can do whatever you want.
That is true. That's the great thing.
Like.
The great thing about coin collecting in general, there's so many different pivots and avenues, from silver stacking to just stacking Royal Canadian Mint sets to all sorts of stuff. Stacking variations. A lot of people like errors. A lot of people like toners.
What did you find? Didn't you find a 12
Yep,
inch?
I just found a 61. It was nothing crazy to write home about. Oh.
I found something too.
Ah.
Just a 64, but very good condition. Like, really nice. Show you guys how shiny this is. Very nice and shiny.
Imagine that was a water line right there.
There's no extra water line, no. I already checked, but look how shiny this is.
Ooh.
Very nice.
All right, I got a funny story to tell you guys, actually, from when I went into the coin store. You might find this one kind of funny, Cad. So I went in and I was browsing around inside the coin store yesterday, just looking around at Colonel Acres, because it's actually my birthday in a few days, so I was buying my birthday presents ahead of time. But anyways, some old man comes into the store, and he says he has some old coins to sell, so they send him into the office. So the old man goes, and they said they'll send the appraiser in right after. So the old man goes and sits in the office, and oh, we got a young head, 63 young head, 1 point. Nice. So the old man sits in the office. They bring the appraiser in, and then the old man tells the appraiser, yeah, the coins were looking a little dirty before I came in, so I made sure to clean them off for you.
I guess the appraiser was not very happy about that.
Nope. He told the guy, he said, yeah, sir, don't clean your coins. They're not worth anything. Thank you. He said it very nicely, though. He was extremely nice to the old gentleman, but it was just kind of sad.
I mean, with junk silver coins, it doesn't matter, in my opinion. Like, if you just want to stack them clean, like, it doesn't really matter. Junk silver can't get lower than junk silver, so even if you clean them, it doesn't really change anything.
500 subscribers. Have I finally crossed the threshold? Has this stream finally pushed me over that edge? If I did, then I'm going to have to do a giveaway at the end of this stream, because I did say in the description, if I hit 500 subscribers, that I will do a giveaway.
I will definitely do a giveaway after we finish the first box, I would say. So.
All right. Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you, dude. That's amazing. Well, hang in there, guys, because we're gonna be doing some giveaways, and I got something pretty cool that I picked up for our giveaway. I'll throw something else in to spice it up, but
I give you guys a choice, and you can pick what I should give away. So next find for me here, I also found a 91, Dana.
Ooh, nice.
1991.
There
Finally,
you go.
I haven't found many of those in my life.
What kind of shape? What kind of shape is it? Is it in good shape?
It's not very good. No. Not very good. Even though for nickels, it somehow takes a lot to actually destroy them, right? Like, even if they're not very good, they don't look terrible, right? Like,
usually. The more modern nickels get destroyed pretty easily from the weather and stuff like that. But yeah, the older ones are durable, except for the chrome ones. Those ones, well, I'm surprised that 53 you got was in such good shape. That's a nice one right there.
Yes, I like it. I like it.
I find the chrome years usually have, like, you know, that chrome the chrome coins, they get that black kind of tarry buildup on them. I don't know how to really explain it, but
yes, I had that many times as well.
But the good thing about that black tarry buildup is it's usually a sign you can see from either the edge or you can see it up ahead that you got yourself a chromer.
Yes. But even if they're in nice shape, you kind of can see it.
Come on, 2000p. I haven't found a 2000p in like a month. And I would like to be able to complete one full roll of those eventually. I do have like, do you have like tubes, or how do you usually store and stack all of your coins that you accumulate?
I store them in exactly those tubes, like just the normal coin rolls. Unless it's silver dollars or silver 50-cent pieces, I have a few tubes for that. Yeah, usually tubes or paper wrappers, stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of albums. It's not really my thing, but it's also a nice way, you know, if you like looking at it like that.
We got another 12-edger here.
And I do too.
Nice. Mine's just a 60.
Mine is just a 61.
Wow. Both of us 61 at the same time.
2 61s.
Okay.
What do the points look like?
For me, I got you at 14, and I just came up to 10 right there. If anyone else has anything different, please let me know. I'm trying my best here. I don't
I
think.
should be at 15. I think you missed one of my young heads.
Okay, yes, I probably did. That sounds about right.
Tight battle so far.
It is a tight battle. You really broke ahead in the beginning of the last one, but hey, man, these battles, they're all just for fun at the end of the day. The real winner is the people watching if we find anything good. That's what it's all about, hopefully. Between 4 boxes, you never know what we could find in these things.
Yeah, let's find a buffalo. It has been a long time.
Oh.
It has been a long time.
Yep, I don't even want to. You guys are going to have to turn your volume down if one of us pulls a buffalo, because I will lose it. I can't even imagine what it must have felt like when you saw that. So when you pulled your buffalo, what did it look like? Like, what did you see? The obverse or the reverse? Like, how did you pull it out?
I saw the date first, basically. I saw like the bottom of the date peeking out. I'm like, this looks like a buffalo, and like I was like, it can't be, because the date was so nice, and then it was. And I was very, very happy.
So it even had a date and everything, because those ones, you know, the dates wear off so easy. You think? Do you think it was dumped from a collection, or do you think it was in circulation all that time?
I think somebody just had US change lying around and dumped it in there. It didn't look like a collection. There was nothing else old in that roll. It was just like a lonely buffalo nickel in the roll, you know. And I had that with Mercury dimes before too. I found much more Mercury dimes than buffalo nickels. But then again, I also had much more dimes than nickel.
So how many Mercury dimes have you found before? I know you found that one recently you showed me, and that was another 12-edger here. Just another 61.
I think I found around 7 in my life so far.
Man.
Dimes, I think.
What was the oldest Mercury dime you pulled?
Something in the 30s. I didn't really find anything super old. What's the oldest coin you ever found, CoinRollHunting?
I did find that wheat penny that was from 1929, so I also just pulled a 1964 young head, so 1 more point for me. Brings me up to 13 now. I found 1 George head, one George V so far, which is sad, but at least I got to experience it once. But I think that's just about it. I think the George head that I pulled was early 30s, like 32 or something like that. But what about you? What's the oldest?
I think Canadian. I found a 1922 nickel as my oldest.
Ooh. So that's the first year, right, of the large...
That's the first year, I think, yes, if I'm not mistaken. And overall, I found 2 1918 wheat cents. I think 1 1918S and 1 1918D. I think that's the oldest one, yes. And I think with dimes, it's probably like 40s or something like this. I never found like a King George V dime or something like this.
That'd be nice.
Okay, I have another roll with 2 finds. I actually found a foreign, which I think counts as 1 point, and I like it a lot. It's Fiji. I showed it to you guys. It's really, I like finding weird foreign stuff, and I don't think I ever found this one before. Did you find this one before, Dana?
No. What's that?
This one looks crazy. It's 10 cents Fiji 2010.
Okay.
With Queen Elizabeth on there.
Yeah, the scepter
But
on the
really
front
cool
is
coin.
interesting.
I have not seen this before, so like I'm really I always like to find foreign coins, even though they're not worth anything, but I like finding stuff that I haven't seen.
So how many points? How many points do we have for foreigners? All right. And 1 second, Cad. I just want to get to some of the people in the chat here. Mario Brothers says the oldest coin that he ever found was a 1878 Indian head penny. So that, man, is an awesome find. You never found an Indian head penny before, Cad?
I did not so far, no.
Ooh.
I did not get lucky with that.
Great find, man. And what do you got for number 2 there?
I got a young head, and it looks like a 56, which is actually a better date.
Nice. Very nice.
So I got 3 more points in total here, I guess.
Okay.
No, but it's awesome to find an Indian head cent, man. I was like hoping that I find one in this whole craziness of penny boxes that I got, because one of it was kind of like a collection dump with like a lot of George V and wheat cents, and I was really hoping for like an Indian head cent, but I didn't get it. That's okay.
those hunts where you start getting greedy, where you start pulling good stuff, and you're just like, oh, I know there's gonna be better stuff up ahead.
You get so used to finding good stuff when you have a streak, you know, like.
Yeah. Do you ever kind of see things sometimes? Sometimes if I start getting a lot of good finds, I'll start like seeing things, and like regular Elizabeth heads will like out of the corner of my eye look like old ones for some reason. I don't know what it is because it's just weird.
Definitely. I'm sometimes becoming like silver blind with dimes. You know, if I find a lot of silver, like I like suddenly think everything is silver.
Canadian King Coin says his oldest find was a 38 dime. That is not bad at all. A 40 penny, that's not bad, but I mean it is hard for us to hunt the pennies, so we'd probably find more stuff. Like just imagine what we could accomplish if we were doing what we're doing now like 15 years ago. Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, I think you would find so much more.
Yeah.
So much more.
I mean,
when did the ARP start? I think it's something like 15 years ago, if I remember right. I think 2003 or something like that.
Even just before 2012, though. Like I don't know how long you've been at this, but obviously I don't think either of us have been at it that long. But man, if we could have been at it since like let's say 2010, even just imagine all of the amazing pennies that we could have found. Imagine all the pennies that were destroyed by the mint. There's probably flying eagle cents in there. There's probably
definitely stuff like this in there for sure.
And they just don't care. They just want to melt it down to build copper piping or whatever.
Unfortunately, I moved here in 2016, right? So I never got the chance.
But at least we can still get lucky. I'm about 90% sure the United States is going to abolish their penny in 2022. I've seen tons of reports on it. We'll have to see, but I saw a report from the Wall Street Journal about how it plans on abolishing its penny. So if you think about it economically, there is not a whole lot of need for a penny in modern society. And if they do, the penny value will go up slightly, just like the Canadian penny. Hopefully.
Yes. Surprisingly easy to get rid of your pennies here and like find people that actually are really keen to take them on Craigslist and stuff.
That's one thing I definitely need to do. You said you've sold whole boxes and stuff like that on Craigslist, and I definitely need to figure out a way to start doing that because I got lots of scrap copper pennies just lying around right now. But the problem is, apparently there's a lot of variations to look for. Apparently a 1964 has like a dot in the O variation. Have you heard of that?
Honestly, I have looked at the George heads variations and doubling and stuff, but with the young heads I haven't really got to it yet, but I still have everything here and it's all sorted, so once I get into that I have a fun time actually looking for that kind of stuff. I enjoy that.
We have a young head ender here, guys. I didn't check any of these rolls for enders or anything, but just in 1964. It's even better. It just adds to the mystery. All right, so you are right now at 19 points, and I am at 14 points, from what I can see. I am also keeping 1980s and 65s to the side to check later for doubling and extra beads and all that, but usually you just end up throwing them right back. I used to keep 65s and stack them, but no point anymore. Do you still hold on to your young heads, or have you started letting go of any of those yet? I
do keep them, yes. It's just not enough money for me to really worry about not keeping it, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I have maybe like 8 or 10 rolls, you know, it's like $20, so might as well keep it. And like, yeah, I still have like a lot of hope that the prices for those kind of coins will go up in the future, so I don't really see a reason to get rid of them.
Yep, just hopefully the more popular coin collecting becomes and stuff like that, it's obviously a niche hobby, especially here in Canada. We have a much lower population, but hopefully with just even these videos and the community growing the way it is now, we can draw some more attention to all of these amazing coins.
Yes, and I think also that's like where the ARP is to your advantage, you know, because that actually decreases the number of those coins for sure.
Not just ARP, but also coin ring makers. Now, I saw a guy the other day on Facebook that posted a huge lot of old half dollars that he bought, and a lot of them were George the Fifth half dollars, and he said he planned on turning all those into coin rings. So it's like a bit of a, as much as I'm happy that some people can make a living off of that, it is a bit of a tragedy at the same time. And it's also doing us a favor at the same time because it's making some of these coins a lot more rare, less of them out there. What's your opinion on coin rings and stuff like that? What do you think that they should be legal to make coin rings, or what's your opinion on that kind of thing? Or making jewelry out of coins and stuff?
I don't have a problem with it at all, personally. I don't think it's a sad thing that those coins get destroyed and stuff. Like, I don't see it that way. I understand why you shouldn't destroy money, you know? I kind of see the reason behind it, but then again, with like stuff that's out of circulation anyway, like 50-cent pieces, I don't think it really matters, so why not, you know?
Yeah. I just feel like there's some 50-cent pieces that I think have like 100,000. Like one of them has like 400,000 mintage and stuff like that. It's like there's probably so few of those left already. Probably only 200,000 of those left. But if you're making coin rings out of those ones, then yeah. But hey, then it just raises the value.
You shouldn't make one out of a 48 half dollar or something. But yeah, the coin rings, I like them. I find it like difficult to see how you make money doing this because like it takes a lot of work to do those to make those things. Like so, but I like it. I think it looks pretty good.
Oh, I like it too. Did you ever end up getting a ring off of CoinRingsByJames?
Not yet.
No?
Not yet, but I'm definitely planning to, and advise all of you guys to do it too because he does awesome stuff.
Yep. That's pretty awesome little business enterprise he's got going there.
And yeah, definitely worth supporting, you know.
Yeah, I've seen other people doing like all sorts of crazy like coin jewelry lately. Like some people I saw cutting out of like the Centennial set, they will cut the animals out. I don't know what kind of tool they're using, and then they sell like the basically just like the stencil of the animal from the inside of the coin, and people are actually paying big money for that too. And it's just like, huh. I think as far as I know, you're actually allowed to like we're allowed to technically to destroy like U.S. coins, and in the U.S. they're allowed to like destroy our coins. Is that actually true?
I believe that's true, yes. I believe that you are allowed to melt down Canadian pennies when you are going to the US, yes, and the other way around. At least as far as I know.
So, we're getting, how many rolls you got left in your first box there?
I have 13 rolls left in my first box. How about you?
I guess I'm going fast. I got 8 rolls left.
Oh yeah, well, very, very good. So I'm gonna speed up with the last rolls here.
Yes, Canadian King coins. That's more what I was talking about. Canadian King coins says he has a 1936 half, and the mintage is around 30,000, and he just says he can't imagine that being destroyed. But hey, man,
yeah,
for every one that is destroyed, yours gets more valuable. So that's a crazy low mintage, though.
Come on, we should find something good here. Get lucky.
Hey, we still got a whole nother box. Maybe it's box number 2 that has all the goodies in it.
Yeah, I can't complain. For one box, I'm actually pretty happy here. 5 12 edges is not bad for one box.
That 53 chromer, man, that makes up for it right there. In my mind, it'd be nice if it was a George head.
For me, the Fiji coin is the coolest. I know it's worthless, but I love finding stuff that I didn't find before.
What's the most interesting foreign coin you've ever found, if that's what you're just about to ask me?
Most interesting, it's hard to say. CoinRollHunting, I mean, I recently bought a bunch of foreign coins at Value Village. I can tell that story. That was pretty cool. So I went to Value Village, and the first thing I saw was like a bag with 3 coins, $5.99, and it was a 58 Canadian silver dollar, a 64 Kennedy half dollar, and like I think 2 clad dollars too. So I was super happy about that. Buying like a silver dollar for $5.99, sorry, plus a Kennedy, and they also had like those miscellaneous foreign coin bags. that I just looked at and just took them because why not? And found a bunch of weird silver coins in there too. So that was awesome.
I wonder what they thought it was when they were bagging it up. Did they think it was like play money or something, or they just didn't know what they have at all?
I have no idea. Usually I was surprised because I heard that Value Village has like people that actually pick through that kind of stuff, but must have just gotten lucky, you know. And in CoinRollHunting, what's the coolest foreign coin? So non-US foreign. I would say the coolest foreign coins I found are Mercury dimes, but that's, you know, you find so much US coinage here that I can't really consider that foreign anymore. But what else? You found something cool, no? Didn't you find like an Iranian silver coin or something?
Yep, it was a Syrian. I can't remember exactly the name of it, but it was from the 1950s. And from the research that I did, there was a guy messaging me on Facebook during the stream, but I couldn't see it while I was streaming. But he told me that it was a Syrian lira. That's what it's called, a Syrian lira from the 1950s. And it is like a little more than half an ounce of silver in that bad boy. So
that is awesome. I never found anything like that.
I was also going to ask, have you ever found any kind of proof nickels or anything like that? Like, what's your experience with proof coins in Canada with CoinRollHunting?
I have not found a single one.
Do you ever try and look for them? Like what kind of proofs do you know to look for? Like, would you be looking for specimens or proofs, or like just the silver frosted, or?
Yes, I think the frosted one would be the ones that I would be looking for the most. With the other stuff, I don't have that much expertise with proofs, to be honest.
It's very hard in Canada because we have no real, like, especially for specimens and just proof, like, there's no identifying markers. It's just the strike quality and stuff like that. So, But with the, as far as I know, a lot of the double dollar sets came with frosted coins. And I don't know if they're all silver, but anyways, they're the easiest ones to detect by far. I've only found one of them, and I believe it is silver, but it's hard to tell.
Yes, I think I remember that. I think I saw that thing.
I think it was in 1981 or 82 or something like that.
Yes, I remember that.
But you got to get really lucky. It's really hard. I don't know if it was the lighting that day that helped me find it, but like even it's really hard to be able to tell the difference if you don't have good lighting or just anything, you know. Like at least with proofs in the United States, they have that S mint mark. So if it looks a little different, they can verify it just with the mint mark. But here, you just got to go on your gut feeling a lot of the time. I wonder what the chances of finding a W nickel in the wild.
I have no idea. Very low.
Yeah.
Very, very low.
But I have a feeling that they got to be out there. But to check every single, I think it was 1999 and 2000 and 2001, it's a lot of work.
If you look long enough, you will find most stuff, you know.
Yep.
It's just a hit and miss game. Stay patient. At some point, you will find stuff.
Well, this is the last roll of box number 1 for me.
I have 5 more, so that should be pretty quick.
But for everyone that is here watching tonight, thank you very much for stopping in and participating in this nickel battle. It's nice to be able to just hang out and casually hunt some coins, you know?
Yes, absolutely, man.
Box number 1 in the books. So have you been re-rolling as you go along here?
Yes.
Okay, smart. See, I'm going to have a lot of fun sitting and rolling all these up.
I still have to, man. I'm so sad that Van City Coin Counter is still closed, man. It changes CoinRollHunting for me so much. Still closed because of the pandemic.
Let's see. I'm going to try and get together what I'm going to be doing for the first giveaway. But let's see. Yes, Charles Atkins, too. It would be nice to be able to melt down pennies. I mean, you can always take the risk, but and then if the man tracks you down, especially in the United States, you know, that United States man, when it comes to the illegal stuff, the IRS and stuff like that, you got the CIA breathing down your neck.
Yes, and with the nickels too. I mean, the nickel value is higher, but what do you do with it, you know? Like, theoretically they're worth more than 5 cents, and I used to stack them actually, but then it just gets out of hand, and if you try to get rid of them, nobody ever wants them, so difficult.
You could always just trade them with a U.S. coin collector and then melt the U.S. Are there any U.S. nickels that are actually made of pure nickel, or is it just the Canadian nickels?
No, there's some US ones too, for sure.
My
all of those trades always include shipping, and that always destroys every trade because like you just spend so much money for the shipping that the trade is not really valuable.
Okay.
I actually had some people offering me trading like US junk silver straight up for Canadian junk silver, which obviously is something I would be happy doing, but then as soon as you have to ship it, like there's no point.
Yep, you either come out even or less than even, and then there's no real point.
Exactly.
Yep, that's the unfortunate thing with Charles Atkins' package. When I shipped it, is I have to pay for a flat rate box, which is a little frustrating, but at least that way you get tracking and stuff like that. But it's still don't really make any money off of it. I mean, I'm losing money on the coins, losing money on shipping, but still sometimes it's nice just to be able to help somebody out if someone really needs something for their collection or whatever. And I don't really have any, what was it? I'll see if I have. Also right now, if you guys are not aware, me and the French guy who likes to coin roll hunt are also in the middle of a battle series. Now, we are actually doing our battle over videos. Now, I was going to upload part 2 or round 2 of our battle, but I did a hunt and I only found one colored lure C-cord in that hunt. That was the best find that I found, and that is worthless pretty much. So that box is not even going to be entered into the contest, but I'm going to get another box or some rolls and hopefully make another video. But anyways, make sure to check out that series. Make sure to check out the French guy who likes to coin roll hunt. But Charles Atkins, once again, man.
Definitely, I'm done here now with the box. Just gonna get like a few options for you guys for the giveaway. I'm gonna be back in a minute.
Well, he does that. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna be doing for the giveaway, for the end of stream giveaway, because some of you guys are saying I hit 500, and then even if I didn't hit 500, we'll give you something good anyways. What do we got here? We got a 1 ounce copper round. So this one looks to be a American Walker design. So we'll give this peace dollar. There you go. Oh, sorry, this isn't a peace dollar. You're saying beautiful peace dollars. Well, it looks like we're both losing a little money on that deal, my friend. But like I said, I'm glad to be able to hook you up with some uncirculated rolls. I do accumulate quite a few of those. So for my end of stream giveaway, I'm going to be giving that away. And then I'll also throw in this bad boy right here. Now, if you're from the United States, you might just want to add this one to your collection. A 1943 Tomback nickel. So this is what I'll be doing for the end of stream. Let's see what Cad is going to be doing for his. Looks like he's back right now.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, guys, for that sound. I will be back in a second. Just deciding ahead. Give away.
But whoever wins the battle between me and the French guy who likes to coin roll hunt, we do have some pretty high stakes in this one. We are actually competing for one of these right here. So I might actually, if the battle keeps going the way it is, I might actually just have to hand this over. Which I'm not looking forward to, because I love this thing. My babies.
I know that feeling, man, when the coins are too nice.
Oh, but hey, I'm the one that agreed to the battle, so, and then who knows, I can always pull it together in the end. But man, those silver maples.
I actually think they're like the nicest silver bullion coin, in my opinion.
The only problem with them is they are very notorious for milk spotting. Until recently, I think like a few years ago, they fixed that problem. But if you have any silver maples from like the year 2018 and earlier, a lot of the time they'll have really bad milk spotting. That's the only real complaint. A lot of Canadian coins will have really bad milk spotting, honestly.
Yes, which in my I understand it matters to people, but to me personally it doesn't matter because I buy those coins for like silver value, right? And then in the end it doesn't really matter so much to me if they have milk spots or not. I prefer them over silver eagles because eagles are more expensive, and I don't see much of a reason why I would pay more money for the same amount of silver.
I feel that.
All right, guys, I have switched the camera, and then I will give you guys two options. All right, so option number one, and you guys can vote what I should give away. Option number one is this beautiful 1919 Canadian dime.
Whew.
George V. Just like a smaller piece of silver, but an older one. And the other option is this Australian 1 shilling.
Ooh.
It's really cool with like an ox on it. 1957. I think this thing is 50% silver, but it's about the size of a quarter. So it's probably very similar amount of silver in both of those coins. So you guys decide. Let me know which one you guys want me to give away.
It's got Elizabeth on the obverse too. I like that. That's an. Can I actually see that one again, Cad? I really like that foreign coin. Where'd you get?
That's an Australian 1 shilling, and that was actually in that bag of foreign coins that I bought at Value Village.
Yeah, I really like the design on there. That ox or whatever.
Yes, me too.
Well, you are too kind, my friend. To be able to part from that is extremely generous. If you had to ask me, guys, I'd go for that shilling there. But that 1919 dime, that's an oldie right there. All right. Also, I was explaining to these guys for my end of stream giveaway. It's nothing too fancy or too crazy, but I have this copper 1 ounce Walker that I will give away, and then I will to throw in something a little older and a little Canadian. I got a 1943 Tomback. So, just I guess a whole lot of copper here. If you're looking for some copper, then this is the giveaway for you. But so you're going to be doing yours right now, Cad, your giveaway?
I mean, as soon as somebody lets me know what they actually want me to give away, guys. So choose which one you guys want.
Karen Kunzo says the Australian coin.
Australian coin. I guess then the Australian coin is gonna be it because it's the only request here. So
due to overwhelming response.
Due to overwhelming response, we do the Australian coin.
Reasonist also says the shilling is gorgeous, so I feel like that's the winner right there.
All right, let's do it. So I'm gonna write a number on a piece of paper, guys, and then you guys guess a number, and whoever is closest gets the coin.
I'm just gonna check some enders quick while you're doing that. See if we got any popping out.
Right, guys. So the number is written down. So make your guess. Whoever is the closest, and it's a number between 1 and 100. So whoever is the closest wins.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Oh, there they are. They're all coming out of the woodwork now. That's what I'm talking about.
Here we go.
Charles Atkins shutting Willie E down. Savage. Everyone that is in here that I have not shouted out yet, thank you very much for being here tonight and participating in this battle with me and my buddy from BC, CadRollHunting, the man himself. Thank you for being here, bro.
Very welcome. It's a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
I know Willie E. He shut you out too. He actually got it in first. That's crazy. I guess today ain't your lucky day, but don't worry. There's still the second giveaway.
Right, guys, one more minute and I will show the number. So if you didn't guess the number yet, go ahead and do so if you want to be a part of this giveaway.
Y'all want to win some free silver. Free silver. How often do people give you free silver, Cad? Not enough, eh?
I mean, that's what CoinRollHunting is about.
Yeah.
Finding free silver. But cheap silver I find quite often, I have to say. Do you buy ever other scrap silver? Do you do like yard sales or something, or buy it online?
I've only just started now. I actually just started hitting up the thrift stores and stuff like that, and I picked this up right here for like $5. This is gonna be my new plastic roll tape ripper right here, the Pence Saber.
Looks crazy, man. I find this thing.
That's why I gotta love those thrift stores, man. You can find anything in there, and I don't even get it because they have this thing locked up in the glass case, and it's $5, and I have to go get an attendant to bring it out for me, and it's like, okay.
Okay, guys, so let's do this giveaway. I hope everybody entered, but it'll be too late in a second, and the number I picked is 44. And you guys can't see it for some reason, but the number is 44 for sure.
I think that's gonna be reasonist.
Here, 44, and the winner is...
That's not...
Reason is the winner. Congratulations. I think, Dana, do you still have my contact in the description, or...
I believe I have your channel in the description, but I will. You can just leave it as a comment in the video after, or something like that, possibly.
Okay, I will do that. Yeah. Congratulations, Reasonist, for winning this beautiful Australian 1 shilling from 1957. Congratulations! It's a beautiful design. I love it a lot. Looks great. Just leave me an email or something in the chat, and I contact you for your address and stuff, and we'll send you the coin as soon as possible.
Yep, holy smokes, nice indeed. Congratulations, man. Very nice scoop. But don't worry, guys, if you didn't win that one, you still got another chance to win some other cool stuff.
Definitely a second chance. Don't forget to leave your email, Reasonist, so that I can reach out to you. Congratulations.
All right, so what do you say we start the second part of this hunt? So right now, the score is 19 CAD, 14 for me, North Central Coins. So
very, very close. Let's see if I see anything.
Oh, Great White Northerner, man. We're sorry, but don't worry. There's another giveaway coming up. But hey, man, I did send you a pretty darn epic coin for one of those giveaways, my friend. You honestly have gotten probably the most epic giveaway of all the giveaways that I've done so far. So just remember, you're my #1 customer. Sorry, what were you going to say, man?
I have a 12-edge ender here, so let's open that roll to first.
Ooh. Can you see the date on it?
Yeah, it's a 1961, so nothing too special there. But let's see if it has any friends, like they so often do. The 1961 here, it's another 2 points.
All right, let's add it to the board.
And I don't see anything obvious in this roll other than that. It's also starting a little bit to get dark here, so I might have to switch the lighting soon. As you guys know, I'm like 3 hours behind most of you.
So day is turning to night for you soon, eh?
Yes, just past 6 o'clock, and it gets dark around 6:45 here right now, something like that.
How's the weather out in BC right now? Is it getting cold over there? Or?
I mean, it rarely ever gets cold over here. It's just gonna start to rain now. Pretty depressing time of the year over here, where you basically have constant rain.
Yep.
Rain and rain and rain.
That West Coast life. But hey, you get to really live it up in the summer, and you get the most beautiful mountainous scenery in the world. So.
That is true, and you don't get -40-degree winters.
Really, the winters aren't too bad there, eh?
Not at all. It rarely snows here. If it's
Ooh.
-5, that's really cold.
Great White Northerner just said he hit his first ever 68 silver dime in the wild while he was doing his hunt along with us. Congratulations,
Yeah.
man.
Congrats, man.
That's awesome. We got people doing some coin roll hunts along while we're doing it. I've always told people if they want to hunt along to feel free.
Absolutely. It's a great hobby. A lot of fun.
But a little addicting.
It can be, but then again, that cools down after a while too, I think.
Yeah, you know when it really cools down after 2 skunk boxes.
Yeah, man. Skunk boxes are.
Or just skunk hunt. I guess more for you, skunk hunts. You're not a big fan of the boxes, but the skunk hunts.
I'm a huge fan of boxes. I just can't get them. Like, whenever I order a box, it's nothing I can hunt. So I have to work hard for my coins. I think it's a regional thing. I've never seen a box that's not freshly machine wrapped rolls, and I've ordered a lot of them. And
So
single one.
the fresh boxes and rolls that you're getting, do you think they're coming from Ottawa or Winnipeg? Like, they must be coming from Ottawa, right? Like circulation coinage, as far as I know. Ooh.
I have no idea. I mean, I get a lot of like really brand new 2019s. Like, that's what I get the most. Like, just a lot of 2019s brand new. And then I have the occasional like ARP rolls too, but I'm not sure where they're coming from.
Yeah, I don't get a... Oh, we just got a good find here, guys. It just popped right out at us there. 1970, our second good low mintage find of this hunt. So that's 3 more points, I believe, right, for the low minters.
Yes, it is 3 more points.
But you're still maintaining that slight lead. Let's see if I can find something. Even it up here. Yep, I don't find too many ARP rolls. I think for me it's usually either uncirculated or customer wrapped, and that's pretty much it. I've only had maybe 5 hunts or less where they've actually been ARP rolls.
That's interesting. Like, I find so many of those here. That's usually what the banks have if they are out of customer rolls. It's like this dark green machine wrapped ones. You know which ones I mean?
Yep, there's a bit of difference in toning between like the blue and the ARP and the blue and the machine wrap or the uncirculated, and same with the green and even the orange and stuff like that. But it's so weird, man, because one of the best hunts I ever had, I think I pulled several 2009 hockey color enamels, which are really low mintage. They're only 3 million each, and I also pulled some silvers out of what looked to me like an orange ARP roll, like the same color. So that's why it's just so weird. Like the French guy that likes to coin roll hunt, he'll have entire boxes of machine wrapped rolls, and he'll have lots of success with them. So just the demographic of the different provinces is insane.
Yes, because I really tried, man. I definitely opened 1,000 of those rolls in my life, and I have not seen a single coin older than 2002 in there. Not a single one.
Reasonist, thank you very much. I love scoring the 1970s. I should have a full roll of those soon, hopefully. You know, those the low mintage rolls I know can sell for a small premium. If you go to all the coin around here, at least most of the coin shops, if you go to their websites, they'll sell rolls for like $10 or $20 of like 1991s and 1970s, and they're always out of stock too. I'm curious why. Because I don't think that many people are going to stores to buy 1970 nickels and 1991 nickels.
I heard that actually there's a lot of like people in other countries collecting Canadian coins, you know? Maybe they are the ones buying this kind of stuff.
That's a good theory, actually. Yeah, especially there's actually a ton of United States coin collectors that will message me on Facebook and stuff, and they'll say that their parents handed them down a really good Canadian coin collection. So I find that pretty interesting.
Yes, absolutely.
I love American coins. It's just kind of hard for us to get them here. Like I would love to be able to go on like a cross country United States trip where I can go to some like thrift shops and some of the cheaper places where you can maybe score. Because I'm sure like the more deeper into the south in certain areas you go and stuff, you're gonna hit some more bargainy areas. But obviously in like the center of New York City, you're probably gonna pay the same or ridiculous prices for stuff.
Yeah, I just wish the border would be open again, because then I could at least get rid of my US coinage here, because it's really stacking up.
Yep, I couldn't do it, man. I cashed it all in.
You did?
I just couldn't. My hours have been cut down at work, man. I work in the restaurant industry, and the restrictions they keep imposing. They keep imposing new restrictions and stuff like that. So it's a nightmare. But anyways, mainly just my. Oh, what do you got?
I got a young head, just a boring 63, just a 1 point. But hey, better than nothing.
1 point. Yeah, even the 64s are a little more exciting because at least there's like the 0.01% chance you could have that extra water line.
Yeah, so yeah, I yet never saw one like that.
Do you ever have nights where you just you set up the scope and you just sit there with a big old pile of coins and you're like, well, let's see, 1973 large bust. Let's see if we got one.
No, honestly, I don't really do that.
You're not
Most modern Canadian coinage. I sometimes do it with like the George heads and the stuff that's like a bit more rare. But I don't have the patience often, and my approach is rather to hunt more coins than stick to the same coins for longer.
I feel that. It seems to work pretty darn good for you, so why mess with success?
I mean, it depends. As we said before, just depends. What did you find?
About time. We found the bread and butter of nickels, modern nickels, 2000p. So
you always get me with those guys.
Yep, I think that's just about going to even it up here almost. So what am I at here? 15, 16. Almost. You're still 3 points ahead. But hey, at least if I don't find anything else, at least I got that. The thing that I like about 2000Ps is that they actually just look really nice. Like if you see a 2000 non-P, it's they don't have the shiny metal plating on them. So usually when you find 2000Ps, not always, but sometimes or usually they're in really nice shape, and at least it's a 20-year-old coin that's not looking too bad. Oh, we just got another one here, guys. I think. Yep, we just got our second 2000P. I'm sorry, Cad. I'm not trying to destroy you with these modern low mint coins, but
So it's absolutely fair, man. Absolutely fair game. They are hard to find. I never find those, so I think I found more Tomback nickels than 2000Ps for sure. Twice as many or something. I think I definitely found more George V than 2000Ps.
Jeez, more George V than 2000Ps, man. That is crazy.
I don't think I found. I think 15 or 14 George V so far. I don't think I found more than 4 or 5 2000Ps, to be honest.
Well, man, you should. I would not be upset about that ratio. That's for sure.
But then again, 11 out of those 14 were in one stack. So, that's for me how CoinRingsByJames goes, like you basically just going through like a bunch of stuff just to find those few lucky rolls,
Yep. And sorry, what is Jim Coinlad Le Decure says he found a 1939 Jefferson his last hunt. Awesome, man. That's not too bad.
Awesome.
That's a nice oldie. What's the last year for Jefferson? Was it 36? Or sorry, for Buffaloes, was it 36?
I think so too, yes. Maybe it is, yeah.
That'd be interesting. So Canada and the U.S. both switched up their designs at the same time. I wonder why. Very interesting.
So how are the restrictions over there right now? Is it like getting worse again, or?
It depends. Like, you obviously know, you've heard of Toronto, obviously. So Toronto in Ontario is our biggest city, and I'm very near to Toronto. I'm like, basically, my city is a suburb of Toronto, but Toronto is just terrible. Like, it's because it's just such a huge city. It's probably similar to Vancouver almost, but a little bit more. A little bit more metro, I would say, probably, but it's just they're closing all the restaurants down again, and yeah, it's just crazy. But my city's pretty small, only 100,000 people, so it's not as bad. I think there's only like 50 cases or something in my city, they say. How is it over where you are? How are the cases and stuff like that?
I think it's been the lowest in Canada the whole time here, right? I think it's so isolated, right? That as soon as you close the airport and the border to the south here, like how the fuck do you get here, you know? Like, so the cases have been like stable. I think we had around like 90 cases a day or something the last few weeks.
Okay, yeah, that's not too crazy.
In the whole province, though, not only in Vancouver. So it's really not that much. But yeah, the restrictions have been okay. Like, the restaurants are still open and stuff.
Well, hopefully this second wave just blows past, because one of the worst things I find with probably getting all of these uncirculated boxes is there's just no coins really circulating right now. Like, the more businesses that are closed, the less the coins are all going around, and the more the banks are forced to just order straight from the mint. So
yes, that is definitely already the case right now for me, 100%. It's so much harder to get customer rolls.
Like, we don't necessarily have a coin shortage here. When there's a coin shortage, the banks just order new coins from the mint. So
yes.
It's like
Exactly.
So you're saying the 82 to 99 was at 3.5 cents. Is that for nickels or pennies? The nickel and dime will go the way of the penny. Oh, okay, yeah, you're saying for pennies then. For copper value. I really hope so, man. I really, I don't know about you, Cad, but I hope, not yet, but I hope in, like, let's say 2 years they abolish the nickel. I wouldn't complain.
I mean, it's going to be much harder than abolishing the nickel, the penny, right? Because the existence of quarters kind of makes you need nickels. No, otherwise the math doesn't really add up.
Yeah, that is true.
Around.
So what do you think would go first? Would it be dimes or nickels?
I think neither of the two will go for a long time.
Interesting.
I don't think it's anywhere close that this is going to happen.
Do you think?
I think they're going to abandon cash completely at some point. I mean, that's the logical step.
I just figure coins is just like having these like portable dirty surfaces that we just constantly exchange between each other. Like, we all love it and we're coin collectors, so that's not how we view it. But it's just like in terms of like using it as a form of currency is not like the most optimal for society, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and maybe in today's light with the pandemic and stuff, you know. But yeah, I think overall, like, it's gonna at some point in our lifetime happen that they're just gonna get rid of cash in general, you know, like not only coins.
And then we will just be laughing at that point.
All right, another find here, guys. Got a 1960 12 edger here, so another 2 points. I'm catching up again here.
Give me 1 second, Great White Northerner. Let's just see what Cat has got for his find, and then I will give you guys a little bit of a look at what my new mat looks like, because it's kind of hard for you guys to see from this angle.
Yeah, just a 60 here.
A 60.
1960.
Two more points. All right, you're at 24 points right now.
Where are you at?
21.
Oh, okay.
So it's still close. It's still tight. And let's see. Actually, yeah, it's going to be difficult, but let's see what I can do here. Because Great White Northerner wants to see what the new coin roll mats look like. So on that side, you got your quarters. This thing is nice and big too, guys. It's made of vinyl material. You got your quarters. You got the caribou design underneath the quarters. I made it so here you got your quarters. You can put up there if you want. I made these octagon shaped because, you know, we love hunting. Or sorry, dodecagon shape because, you know, we love hunting those 12 edgers here. And on that side, you got your nickel mintages and stuff like that. You got all the key dates you want to look for. And right there, you got your nice little staging area for all your searching needs and stuff like that. But it was actually Cad that pointed out when I started doing these streams. He said that the old mats were kind of making him giving him a little vertigo. And then I took a look at him and I was like, you know what, man? Yeah, these things kind of make me want to puke. So time to redesign them.
I have 30 rolls left. How is it looking on your side?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 33 rolls left. So
Very close. I found another 1964, so another point for me.
64,
Again,
okay.
No waterline, obviously.
No waterline, what a shocker. If anyone wants to check out my CoinRoll mats, the link for my eBay page is in the description. Also, I now have a website. You can go to northcentralnetwork.com. And, actually, they're not on my website, but not yet at least. But they're on eBay, they're on Facebook, or you can just PayPal if you want, whatever.
Right, last 30 rolls. Where are those war nickels? And where are those George V?
So that's what you want, eh? You want the war nickels. All you want, you're just a silver fiend.
I'm also like after the George V or Buffalo nickels and stuff, but that's the stuff I'm hoping for, you know? Or do you start the hunt with like, I hope I find a bunch of 62s today, you know? You know what I mean?
Just today, I hope I find a stash of 64s.
Yeah, exactly. No, we're all hoping for the bigger ones, you know?
Well, hey, you set your expectations low, you'll never be disappointed.
I don't get disappointed anymore, you know? Like, unless it's getting like really bad, you know? If it's like, if I hunt like, I had like one streak, I think I hunted 12 boxes of dimes and didn't find a single thing.
Like, dimes are the worst because, like you said earlier, like, man, you'll go blind searching through all those things. You really strain your eyes. Like, you're probably going to eventually have to get, like, one of those microscope, like the jeweler's loop kind of things or whatever that you can just set up on your desk. Because, man, you go blind looking at all those little shiny dimes.
As I said, I only edge hunt them, you know, so, like, that's never really a problem for me, you know? Like, I don't look at so much. I just look at the edges and that's it.
Yep,
With dimes.
Even filming dimes is a bit of a nightmare too. They just doesn't want to focus on them.
To get enough content for a video is a nightmare with dimes.
Yeah, because it's just, I don't know if it was you that was talking, but it's like, even if you find one silver dime, it's like, all right, guys, wish me luck. And it's like, well, the hunt's over. I found one silver dime.
and even if you do 4 or 5 boxes, it's like that, you know? Like, I think with dimes you have to spread it out more, you know? Like, you have to hunt like 10, 20 boxes and then just make a recap. Like, that's the best way.
Yep. 10 or 20 boxes, man. That is one heck of a hunt.
But it's really quick. Like, dimes are really quick if you edge hunt them, in my opinion. Especially if you don't have to roll them back up.
Got a 64. Now, I'm not even going to bother throwing that under the scope. I'll just say, with great confidence, that is probably not a waterline. Check it another time.
You can see it with your playing with your naked eye too.
Do you think it's like that clear that you can see it like touching the KG? Okay.
Immediately, like if it's there, you see it immediately. I saw examples online, and you can just see it. Like you don't really need the microscope for that one.
But yeah, it looks like both of us are getting a little skunked in this part two. Hopefully, just the first half here.
Yeah, and we only found like one George head today. No, you found one, no?
Yep, one. At least it was a 47, but it would have been nicer if it was like a V-nickel or something like that. V-nickel. What do you think about are the United States V-nickels the same size as all the other nickels, or are they a little bit different?
No, they are the same size, but they are basically impossible to find already in the US. I think even like Rob Finds Treasure found like 2 in his life. And that guy hunts a lot of coins. So.
Yeah. Oh, man. Would you say he is the king of coin roll hunting? Who would you say is like the biggest coin roll hunter?
Definitely on YouTube, you know. I would say definitely the king of coin roll hunting in terms of YouTube content. But you don't know who's out there, you know. I heard of people that do it for a living, you know.
I've heard
of people. that hunt thousands of roads a week, you know. So
That must be an interesting life. Just your whole life is just going to banks and searching coins, bringing coins back to banks, and
I mean, in the US, it's very possible because you can order the boxes, right? If you find the right banks, you just order 10 boxes of each denomination.
the silver scores over there are way more epic too. I mean, to be able to pull one more young head, what's this one? 63. To be able to pull multiple silver halves in a hunt like that, you can actually make money off of that. Like, it's hard, like me and you have talked, usually when you're hunting coins in Canada, you're actually going to lose money. It's mainly just a hobby, and you're saving the coins from ARP, and sometimes you always have the chance you can find those variations that are so low mintage that they're just impossible to find online and stuff. But in the United States, being able to find the walkers and stuff like that, like the Walking Liberties and the Kennedy halves and stuff like that, they got some serious silver content.
You can just hunt half. If we could hunt halves, it would be the same here, you know? Like, but you can't. You just can't get boxes of halves, so that's unfortunate.
Like, it'd be nice, like, one day to be able to go. Do you think there's any possibility of crossing the border and you getting a box of halves, let's say, and making a video on it? Because I would definitely watch that.
That's not only a chance, it will definitely happen because TD has branches in the US too, and you can actually open a US TD bank account if you live in Canada. So you just open it here. You go to TD and say, I would like to open a US account. You can actually do that, and they have branches.
Oh,
too.
look at this.
Oh, okay. What did you find?
It's 1 year off, man, from what you wanted, but this is still a nice one right here. 1946 Jeffy.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
I don't see any mint mark. Where would the mint mark be on this one? So it's probably a Philadelphia with no mint mark, but whoop. Hey, that's something. I mean, for you, it's probably not as big of a deal because you find tons of those old US, but
not so many 40s. Many 50s, but 40s is rare.
I know, guys. The 50-cent coins, oh, man. Like, just imagine the hunts and the heydays we would be having if we could order boxes of 50-cent coins. Oh. But it doesn't even really make a difference because here in Canada, it would be a whole nother story, guys, because the 50-cent nickel half dollars and the 50-cent silver half dollars are not the same size. So that kind of puts a big lump in the plan.
That's true. I actually never thought about this, but it doesn't really matter because it's never going to happen, you know? You just have to get the occasional 50-cent pieces at the bank.
But yeah, I still would love to be able to. Ooh, the 6 is real close on that one. I might even be touching the D. I'm definitely going to save that. It would definitely be nice to be able to score some of those nickel half dollars. How many have you been able to pick up before? Like, have you gotten pretty lucky with the with that kind of stuff?
Like last week, I got $67. Wait, I can actually show you guys. I have the bag here, so I can actually show you.
Nice. The value on those, though, is all over the place. Like, one coin store you'll go to, and like half dollars, for example, they'll charge $1 each, so they'll charge twice the value. And then there's other stores on other days that'll charge you literally like 60 cents for a half dollar. So for a nickel half dollar,
they're worth 50 cents here. That's what I got last.
Man, that is a nice score. How much did you say is in that bag?
$67. But
oh,
it's not a single silver coin, but there's some cool ones in there.
So they don't really have much of a premium out there, and oh, we just got our first foreign of this hunt.
I mean, this is all from a TD bank, right? So I got all of this at face value. What did you find?
We have ourselves. Oh, this is a cool one too, guys. This is a United Arab Emirates.
I never found that.
You found one of these ones before?
No, I did not. I don't think I did.
I can't even see anything that it says on it because it's all in Arabic, I believe, but looks pretty cool. Definitely not silver, I don't think. It's cool.
Very shiny.
Very shiny.
Is there a year on it?
It's year blach to year blach, from what I can tell. But yeah, hey, it's a nice one. I think I still prefer that Australian shilling, but I'll take it. That's the rough thing about finding those Arab coins sometimes is you can't really transcribe what the writing is. That was the problem I had with that Syrian lira, is it was basically the exact same kind of text on there. So God knows what it says. Oh, yeah, but I guess I should add one more point for that.
Absolutely. It's definitely a point. Coin from Dubai.
Is that what the United Arab Emirates is? Dubai?
It's one city in that country, yes, for sure.
Excuse me, my geography is a little rusty. All right, we got another. Guys, we are about to tie this hunt up right now with our young head right here. 64. Cad, we got ourselves a tie.
Got ourselves a tie? Alright, let's see. My stuff does not look so promising, so let's see.
Yeah, it looks like you might have a bit of a, either that box might have been a kind of hunted or something like that. I don't know. Or some of that
That's
stuff.
how it was last stream too, no?
You got some good stuff last stream, I thought. You had some good pulls.
Yeah, but my first box was very good, and then the second box was not so good last time.
Coins Unlimited will sell you $12.50 in halves for $15. That's not too bad of a deal. But I think I would much rather scoop them up from the bank for face value.
It's very hard to deposit them. Like, many banks will just say, no, we don't want them. They technically have to take them, but like, they are not very happy with it.
Because then they have to go to all that work to ship them out, and they probably don't even really know how to do it. They, like most bank tellers, I don't know about you, man, but if you get a bank teller that's 25 years or under, and you go in and you ask them for a box of coins, they look at you it's not even like a dirty look. Like, what do you need that box for? They just don't even know what the heck you're talking about. They're just like, a box of coins. Like, whatever could you need a box of coins for?
Yeah.
Like,
did you get the laundry question many times?
Well,
Do you need it for coin laundry?
Yes, exactly. No, actually, I own a vending machine.
No, I'm honest. I just tell them I look for old coins. I'm a coin collector. I'm always honest.
Oh my God, Canadian King Coins, the baller. He says he gives $50 as tips everywhere he goes.
Pretty nice.
That's pretty gangster. I wouldn't complain about that. But anyone that is not into coins, they're going to be like, man, what the hell is this? What am I supposed to do with this?
I saw this awesome YouTube video. It's in the US, and there's this guy. He basically offers people to buy a silver dollar for $1, and they all say no. They're all like, nah.
What kind of is it? A US silver dollar?
Yeah, it's just like a peace dollar or something, you know? Like, it's just the US, the silver dollar. And he's like, here, this is a silver dollar. Do you want to buy it for $1? And they're like, nah, I don't think so. I don't know.
Hey, Kansai Samurai, can you tell me what this coin says? It's a little probably hard to see, but what's the denomination on this? I'm going to say probably 10 cents. It'd probably be a little easier if my camera was better. But yeah, Kansai Samurai says collecting coins forced him to learn Chinese, Arabic, Hebrew, and Russian. That is quite the variety, my friend. Mo Money Inc. You're bilingual as well, right, Cad? You speak German and Canadian, right? Or, well, not, sorry, English.
I mean, yeah, my English is fine. My German is obviously better, but yes. Speak some Slovak as well. Because my wife is from Slovakia, so...
Okay.
Yeah, but German is my native tongue, and then obviously English. No French, unfortunately, guys, for the French Canadians out here. How about you? Do you speak French?
I can speak a few French words and a few Spanish words, but just like no more than like a native Texan that knows how to speak. Oh, boom. Yeah, no more than a native Texan that knows how to speak Spanish as well. Like, hola, señorita. All right, so 67 Rabbit Nickel. What do we have for points for that one? 2?
2 points, yes. Oh man, you're pulling away, and I only have 10 rolls left. Hope it's good 10 rolls.
So Kansai Samurai says that foreign coin is a... Oh, we have a... Nope, not 12er. Says it's a 25, so 25-cent Arabic denomination. Thank you for the knowledge, my friend. That's why it's good to have all you guys in the stream to be able to help us out,
Absolutely. Absolutely. How good are you in differentiating between those kind of languages, like Asian languages? And
Not very good. I actually I don't understand German at all, but I am a huge World War II history fan, and I've seen like World War II in history in color like 3 times over in the Netflix documentaries, and I'm just like super fascinated with World War II. So I'm even German, I don't really understand it, but at the same time, like I can probably understand tones and stuff like that. Like for the most part, it's an angry tone, but
That's such a myth.
misconception.
It's not really true. I think with Germany, what it is that this image that North Americans have of Germany is usually Bavaria. It's not whole Germany. It's like this whole leather pants and Oktoberfest and those huge mugs of beer and stuff. That's only in Bavaria. That's not like really a German thing. Basically, like you would say, every American is like wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Those kind
Okay.
of stereotypes. Like. But where I'm from, there's no Oktoberfest. Nobody celebrates that. Nobody wears leather pants. People speak much softer, for sure.
Well, Germany, it's especially over the last 50 years. It's because it was divided into different parts and stuff like that. And each of I think it was divided into 4, correct? After the wall went up. So each of the different.
It was divided in 4 parts after the Second World War, and then the French, British, and American part combined to West Germany, and then the Russian part was East Germany, right? So after the wall was set up, it was actually 2 countries.
But even that, just all the different, because I'm sure every single one of the different parts probably soaked up a little bit of the cultures of the surrounding areas, right? Like if you're cordoned off on the French side or the American side, they probably rub off a little bit of their culture on whatever side you're on. So I don't know.
Definitely, for sure, culturally, and also like we have a lot of different dialects and accents and stuff like this. It's very extreme, like you have it in English with like Scottish and Irish. Like you really have German accents where I would have a hard time understanding them. I'm from Cologne, so I'm from West Germany.
I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Inglourious Bastards, but there's a scene where he catches one of the guys. Like there's a Gestapo officer in the bar, and he catches there's 3 English British guys, and they're all posing as Germans, and I think 2 of them actually speak German, and one of them is a British guy that actually speaks really good German, and then the Gestapo officer like calls him out on his accent, and he's trying to explain to him that he's from a little village in the tiny village of Piz-Palou at the bottom of a mountain, and it's just like touching up on like how like the different regional areas can affect your accent and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know that scene, and then in the end he gets caught because of how he
the number 3 the
3 beers, because in the US you do this, and in Germany you do this.
So is that one true at least?
That's absolutely true. Yes.
Okay, well that's good.
How I would count 3. It's like with my thumb and.
So this is your 3. So this is your 3.
My 3 is thumb, index finger, and.
Because there's another one where it's like this. I think this is another German 3 possibly, and then the American 3 is like this. Even that's just so interesting. Like everyone has, it's just such an interesting tell. I love that movie so much.
There's so many like subtle differences, even though like our cultures are very similar in the end, but like then there's very very different things, for sure.
But man, that German engineering though, God, you cannot complain about that. They got that just homed in. Those the BMWs and all that stuff, man.
Yeah, but that's all not like it was anymore. Like especially German cars, but German engineering is still great for sure.
It's definitely. We should definitely say that German automobiles and engineering is definitely a little bit higher quality than some of the North American car automobiles and engineering. Not that I'm trying to hate on North America. I'm just saying, Pontiac.
North American cars just are not very good,
Yep. You know what is good though? If you are going to buy a North American car that's making a come up, is Tesla. They seem to be. They seem to be kind of the future. I see tons of them every time I'm on the road. I see more and more of them now.
Yes, they're definitely getting more for sure. I got another young head here, 1964, no extra waterline.
All right.
It's 1 point.
Man, this has been close and tight. This is the kind of battle that's fun right here. And either one of us can take this one.
What's the score right now?
I am at 28 and you are at 26.
All right. How many rolls do you have left?
I got 11 rolls left to go.
I have only 5 left to go, so.
All it takes is that one. Man, I was just thinking because I had a hunt a little while ago. I don't know if you saw that one where I got a box and there's a huge amount of collection dump rolls. There wasn't any George heads or anything crazy, but it was just, I think there was like 3 rolls of 62s. There was rolls of 61s, entire rolls of 64s. If we were having a battle like this and one of us gets an entire roll of 61s or 62s, it's game over.
Yeah, man, if I get that stack that I found like maybe 2 months ago with the 10 George V, you know, it's like 100 points. Damn.
100 points. Or just, yeah, all it takes is that one Buffalo nickel. Reason is said he calls ahead for his boxes. I have actually thought about doing that too. Sometimes TD will tell you to do that. They'll say, call ahead and order stuff. Have you ever thought about doing that, Cad? Calling ahead and asking if branches have stuff like pennies and stuff like that?
Order every week. So, like, I always order boxes of coins and then I use them to swap them for customer wrapped coins with other branches. That's usually how I get my coins.
And they don't mind the swapping, eh? Because I've always been like kind of warned against doing stuff like that. Like never like bring rolls into the same bank that you get rolls from and stuff like that.
I mean, that's, of course, you shouldn't bring customer wrapped rolls that you hunted to a bank where you from which you take customer wrapped rolls. But I only give them like fresh mint rolls and take customer wrapped rolls for that. So like that you avoid getting your own coins back.
And it's usually TD that you do this with as well, right?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. And also because often I experience that banks, if you don't call ahead, often are reluctant to give you more than 10 rolls or maybe sometimes 20, you know. But if you ask I want 50 rolls, they will just say, yeah, no, we don't have that. But if I give them a whole box and I'm like, here, I have this whole box of machine rolled nickels and I want the old rolls, can we just swap? They do that 90% of the cases. I don't think anybody ever said no to that.
Well, that's good to know.
But as I said, if I order coins, I never get anything I can hunt. Like, and I try different branches, different approaches.
So, do you have any accounts with any other banks? Like I know we both talked about CIBC and how a lot of elderly people like to bank there. So that's I've had my eyes on getting an account there for quite a while, but I just don't know. I know that RBC has a pretty good policy when it comes to boxes and handing out rolls and stuff. So, just when it comes
honestly, I don't have another account, but in my experience, CIBC, you don't need an account. They just give you coins like that.
Really?
Here they do, and you can actually register yourself with your ID at CIBC, and they can open like they can put you in the system kind of, and then you just, whenever you go there, you just say, oh, I don't have an account, but I'm in the system, and then you show your ID, and they find it, and if you don't ask for crazy amounts, they usually have no problem in giving you the coins.
Might be worth looking into.
But also, still the pandemic makes it so much harder to go to banks, and so I rather try to go as little branches as possible because it's still the lines are really stupid and it takes a lot of effort.
Yep, TD is the worst because TD is the most popular bank. So all my other, my banks, because usually whenever I go to TD, it's actually my fiance because I don't have a TD account. She does. I bank with a bank called First Ontario Credit Union and Scotiabank. And whenever I go into my banks, they're completely empty and I can just roll right up and get the rolls or whatever, loose rolls easily. But every single time we go to a TD, especially depending on the city, there will be sometimes 10 people in lineup, sometimes just a few. They always have tablets too. They always ask you what you need.
Yes. Exactly. You have to sign in with your phone number and then stuff like that. So that makes it really annoying because before that, really there's so many branches of different banks here. I think before the pandemic, I can easily go to 15 TD branches and it takes me maybe 2 hours to do it, just because there's so many here. And but I'm considering opening another bank account, but then here in Canada, bank accounts always cost fees, which is a ridiculous concept for me. I've never.
One thing you might want to look into is the one, I don't know what kind of credit unions you actually have there in British Columbia, but the one bank, First Ontario Credit Union, you probably have they probably branched out and they have a different name there, but they actually don't charge any banking fees whatsoever. So there are some banks, I don't know how, that won't charge you any banking fees, but you got to really look out for them. But this First Ontario Bank, not only do they not charge you banking fees, but they also, every year, they slowly add $5 of stock to your account. So you slowly get stocks in the company. It's a really good bank. But they're not really good for ordering boxes, but you can go in and get loose rolls and stuff from them. But
Okay, Dana, you're officially the winner here.
all right.
And that's it. I think you're already 1 point ahead. You just finish hunting. I'm just gonna pour out this like nickel $50 here in the stream and just browse through it a little bit.
Please do. Please show us some of the nicer ones in there.
I actually have not looked at it myself, so you can see, guys, this is just a bunch of clad 50-cent and $1 pieces.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to all your chats. Canadian King Coins said a little bit earlier when we were talking about accents. He said, "Try understanding a rural Newfie." I'm surprised I didn't see that one. Yep, rural Newfies can be a little bit like rural British people. You know, it's a very similar like ah-cha-cha kind of language. Kind of hard to understand. Now I am part British and part Newfie, so I'm allowed to say all this stuff. And Reasonist is asking, next to American, what is the other country that we stumble across most often when coin roll hunting? You want to start her off there, Cad? What's the most common country besides U.S.? I think you said Asian coins or something like that.
I find a lot of Indian 1 rupee coins. That's very common for me. Very common. I find a lot of Chinese coins as well. And then the most common is 5 pence British. That's the biggest one for me, because that's the size of a dime but thicker, but I found so many of those, hundreds and hundreds.
So you can probably tell those pretty easily. I hate like stuff like that because I always think you have something really nice. I'm like, oh, cool, a nice foreign find. It's just like, it's a stupid pence. Because I got lots of pence as well, like handed to me or given to me by other people. Have you found any cool Asian coins before? Like really cool ones?
I found like I always like what I like is like Fiji, Bermuda, like those kind of things that have often, or Cook Islands, they have often very cool designs. I like.
Yes.
I didn't find anything coin roll hunting. I found some cool British Indian colonial coins metal detecting recently. That was nice.
Ooh, that's so what date were those? Were they pre 1900 or?
No, they're from the 40s.
Okay. Hey, still some oldies.
What is your most common ones?
Definitely the ones that you said you like. I had to find a lot of Bermuda, a lot of Cook Islands, a ton of Caribbean coins. In just about every single nickel hunt, dime hunt, I find something like that. I think I found Bermuda in my last. I don't know if it was my last quarter hunt, but really cool. Oh, and look at that, guys! Just to seal this hunt off, we got our second 1970. 270s. We got quite a few low mint finds.
I have no chance today, man. No chance.
But hey, man, just imagine. You could have sat there. That's the great thing. That's one of the things that got me into making videos for YouTube and stuff like that. And that's why every coin roll hunter that's out there, film yourself. Film your videos. Because, I mean, if you have a skunk hunt, at least even though Cad didn't have the greatest hunt, we got to chill, have a good time. We both got to go through 2 entire nickel boxes. So at least we can say for certain that there's no good stuff in these boxes. You can just return them and get some more ones. Some more boxes, blah.
Yeah, absolutely. What should we do next time, Dana? Should we switch it up? Should we do nickels again?
I like doing the nickels, man. Like the good thing about it gets discouraging, obviously, because when you don't find anything good. But man, when we keep up the 2-box rhythm, I think we will eventually stumble upon something very, very good. So I know you're not a huge fan of the quarters. It seems. 62, 12 edger right there. I know Matthew likes to hunt the quarters. The French guy likes to hunt the quarters. You're not a huge fan of those, but hey, man, we can always mix it up. The only problem with quarters is they are expensive. If you want to do, because sometimes, I don't know about you, I like to grab a few different denominations and stack up to do a few hunts at once. So if you stack up dimes, quarters, and nickels all at once, you're getting into a couple $1,000s worth of coins on hand. So
yeah, that can happen, definitely.
All right, well, that's it for me too, guys. We have concluded this hunt, and just about perfect time too, 9:54. Look at that.
Yes.
So, Cad, what were your major finds of this hunt, nickel wise?
Let's make some space here. My major finds. I guess my best find today on paper is the. So the best find was the 53, in my opinion. Just gonna put it under the microscope, show off everything that I found. All right, definitely the best find is the 63 The 53 young head. Oh no, that's the 1960. Not even the right. Sorry, guys. Here we go. 53 nickel. The chrome one has this really nice color, and it's actually in decent shape. Much better than it looks under the microscope. You often see all the scratches under the microscope, so like they often look much more shiny. And then I think my personal favorite is this 10 cents Fiji coin, just because it has a really cool design. I like it.
Well, that 1953 is definitely nice. The condition on it is more impressive than anything else. I actually got quite a few good finds here, but my top ones, I'll just say, I got a few 2000Ps, so that's one of them right there. I got this cool United Emirates foreign coin. Got the two 1970s, 1991 somewhere buried in my pile of finds there. 1946 Jefferson, which is a bit of a tragedy, 1 year off. Psh. And the 1947 Georgie. So for me, not a terrible hunt. Could have been better. Could have been better for both of us, but hey, man, I had a good time. I don't know about you.
Absolutely, and not a terrible hunt, man. I had much worse. You know, there's hunts where you find nothing, so.
Yep. All right, well, we're
totally fine.
We're going to do one more giveaway, guys, before we end this off. I don't know if I'm actually at 500 subscribers, but regardless, I'll give you guys something cool away. I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 100. You guys all want to pick a number. I would like to thank my buddy CadRollHunting from BC for joining in tonight. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you so much, man, for having me, and let's do this again.
A faux show. And I will definitely look forward to seeing that penny video too, my friend. I'm looking forward to seeing those massive stacks of Georgies.
There is a lot. I found 4 digits. Let's say it like that.
4 digits. Oof.
I mean, when I hunted something around 100,000 pennies, so that's quite a lot.
That is crazy, man. If you like, I love when you break down the actual amount that it is too. 100,000 pennies, dude. You should make that the title for the video too. 100,000 pennies search. What did I find? Something like that.
That was already the title I had planned. So that is exactly what I was thinking.
My man.
There actually is a video like this from like a US CoinRollHunter, I think.
I think his name is literally Coin Hunter, and he searched 10,000 pennies and found a flying eagle scent or something like that. If it's the same guy we're thinking of.
A few things will overlap with some of my previous penny videos, but that's okay. I think the coolest thing I found was a blank planchet. That's pretty awesome.
Ooh, a blank planchet. That's an awesome find, man. What do you do with those kind of finds? Do you flip them up? Like, you don't roll those kind of finds up, do you?
No, I have a nice little wooden box where I chuck them in.
Good, nice. All right, guys, so if you're just tuning in now, I don't know if you're just tuning in, we are doing an end-of-stream giveaway right now. For this end-of-stream giveaway, all you have to do is pick a number between 1 and 100. You will win this 1-ounce copper round right here. It looks like an American Walking Liberty design on there. Very nice, very beautiful. I have a very cool one of these copper rounds I picked up for a Halloween giveaway. And then we also have this 1943 Tomback 12-edge George head right here. Not in terrible shape either. I picked out one of the ones that I have that's a little nicer. All you guys got to do, pick a number between 1 and 100. The stream's going to be ending in a few minutes, so get your picks in. Please and thank you. Also, Reasonist, if you are still here, make sure to leave your email in the description or in the comments so Cad can get a hold of you.
Absolutely. Please go ahead and do that. And I will write you an email immediately that you have my contact too. So please drop your email in the stream. Or if you feel uncomfortable with that for some reason, I can also drop mine and you just write me an email. I don't really mind which way we're going to do it.
Yeah, I don't even mind if you just Reasonist, if you just want to email me your info, bro, my email should definitely be in the description. I will hit Cat up with that info, and then that'll just make the chain of custody a little simpler on that. I'll give you guys another minute to get your guesses in here. I'll give you a little hint already if you haven't got your guess in. I have picked this number a ton of times already, and I already gave you a hint earlier on in this video what my number is going to be. It's my favorite coin, my favorite year to find. So, what is it going to be?
Must be the 2000p because you found
Between 1 and 2000p. But hey, this wasn't bad. We got up to 15 viewers tonight. That's pretty good. If you guys haven't, please hit that thumbs up as well. I would appreciate it greatly. Hopefully next time we can get a little bit better of a video setup. I don't know what's going on. It's showing the viewer thing was at 0 this whole time, so I don't know what's going on with that. And we'll try and get the screen set up a little less mushy and a little more clean and neat. But we kind of pulled this all together last minute for y'all.
Yeah, guys, and if you have any suggestions how we can improve the setup and stuff, we're always happy to hear any input.
Well, I think everybody's gotten their picks in, so the number I picked, like always, is number 47. So I think Kansai Samurai is going to be the closest. 39, 40. Actually, no, Andrew M is closer. Yep, Andrew M is closer. Yeah, sorry, excuse my terrible math there, but Andrew M, you have won this one, my friend, but don't worry, guys. This is, if I hit 500 subscribers, this is the 500 subscriber giveaway, but there's going to be lots of other good stuff. So just tune in for the other live streams. There'll be more giveaways. There'll be more battles just like this. I don't think I really got anything else to say. Cad, you got anything to close this one out, my friend?
I just thank you all guys for watching. If you go over to my channel and subscribe, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. And I was pretty quiet with loading up content. Sorry, guys. Content the last month, but definitely next week the penny video is coming out, and I'm going to be back on track and like uploading at least once a week. So really appreciate that, guys.
Quality over quantity, my brother. That's the way to do it right there. All right. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Make sure to check out CadRollHunting, French guy who likes to coin roll hunt. Some of the other Canadian coin roll hunters out there, Great White Northerner, Silver Wolves, Mario Bros. That's it for this one, guys. Charles Atkins, thank you everyone so much for tuning in. Until the next one, guys, peace out, y'all. Have a good one, guys.
See you guys next time.
Andrew M, hit up my email with all of your info, bro, and I'll send you your winnings.